they're ready. I think they are. They're pretty focused. I think it's a long time coming. I think a lot of people have been anticipating this moment, and so have they. If if they have any, competitive spirit or, want, it is to participate in this type of environment, this type of game, this type of anticipation. So they're ready. You have to have a relentless effort. You have to play each possession literally from a defensive standpoint. Maybe you need to keep them on defense a little bit longer, just maybe to take out some of the air out the ball, where you reduce the amount of possessions that they do get. Controlling tempo is definitely a key. So I think our players are up for the challenge. They can't shoot what they shoot and lose the game. It just doesn't work that way. So we got to figure out how we can decrease that percentage. Maybe it's through taking the air out the ball. Maybe it's through our relentless effort from a defensive standpoint to make sure we're contesting all their shots and making it real hard for them to catch where they're comfortable. They know where they like to be effective, and they go to those spots and they're effective. But it's definitely going to be a total team effort when it comes to the challenges that we have on the defensive side of the ball. And then for us, we got to make good decisions offensively. I do think we can get up and down the floor and use our overall team speed to our advantage, but we just have to make sure we're controlling tempo in that way. I think they play at a high level, and to play at that high level, you got to practice at that level and that speed. They practice at a quick speed, so they're always putting themselves under duress like a defense would do. They're coached well. I think Gino does a really good job by staying up with the times and figuring out what works. I think the spread offense, not to run as many sets and reading off what the defense gives you, plays in their favor. It's a huge opportunity for us to probably wave the flag of so many other programs that are like us. When you compare UConn to some other programs, they're sharp, they're efficient. There's no fat to what they do. They're really tight in what they do. With us, we're flawed, but I like being flawed a little bit, because you never know how you can take a flawed team. But we got instances where we look brilliant, we look flawless, but I think it's all it helps us be a team in which you have to scout a little bit differently. Like, we know what UConn's going to do. We know what they're going to do. They seem to always be able to still do it, even though you know what they're going to do. So we got to find out how we can disrupt that a little bit. Well, I hear there's a lot of snow coming, so maybe those people don't show up. We're going to play the game, so no, you don't do anything different. I think for us, we have to stay in character, do what we do. The closest we stay to what we've been looking like for the 22 wins in that environment, the better off we're going to be. We'll probably get a little bump of adrenaline from the environment, the stakes, all of that, but as soon as we can get back to playing our style of play is when we're going to play our best basketball. It is. Now we can answer questions that have meaningful answers. But it's exciting. I'm truly excited to be a part of it. I'm glad it's the University of South Carolina playing UConn, playing the tradition of UConn. And it's a great measuring stick for us and how far we've come, But it's not, it's not our destination game. It's not a destination game for us. There's a lot of basketball left to play, win, lose, or draw. And we look forward to the challenges of this game and future games.